Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Black Beacon video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about Asti. Now, this isn't going to be a guide. I just wanted to make this video to make sure that you guys are aware that you actually want to build this unit right now. And I'm going to go ahead and explain why. But before I do so, shout out to this one commenter over here. If it wasn't for this person, honestly, I wouldn't even be making this video right now because I wasn't aware of this, because I wasn't paying attention. I was just focused on other characters like Florence, um, Florence, Lychee, Azzy, who else? Zero. Like I was purely focused on I was mostly focusing on these characters, but Asti, she just completely like flew out of my mind. So this person pretty much reminded me of Asti's kit and why she's really a good unit. So let's go ahead and switch on over to Black Beacon over here. So when we take a look at Asti, right now, I did read over her kit when the game did go live, but one thing that the main thing that I glossed over is her talent 1. When I look at this unit, I'm like, she's just a healer, and that's pretty much it. It's nothing too crazy. If we were to compare her with logos, Asti clearly provides more heals. When it comes to logos, her heals is like you pretty much have to get her weapon and you have to unlock her talent in order for her to actually heal. Meanwhile, for this unit, Asti, she just has heal all over the place. Like that's literally all she does, it's heal. So why is this unit absolutely insane, and why should you guys invest in this character? So when you guys take a look at her talent 1, all right, it says over here, the rainfall zone generated by Asti's passive skill VIP list additionally grants a critical damage bonus to all allies within the area based on Asti's max HP. For every 1000 max HP Asti has, increases allies critical damage by 3%, lasting for 20 seconds. Now, some of you guys might think, oh, crit damage boost, that's actually pretty good. As long as you like have a lot of HP on this character, you'll be able to provide a lot of crit damage to your allies, which is really nice. But here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. You guys do notice, when you take a look at her talent, you do notice that there is not a cap, right? And what do I mean by that? So when we take a look at Lychee, right? We look at Lychee's kit. Notice how for Lychee, it says over here, for every 1000 max HP he has, increases his thunder damage by 2% up to a maximum of 60%. So you guys can see Lychee has a cap. There's a cap right here that says 60%. Meanwhile, for Asti, they just say, yeah, just get HP on his character, and that's pretty much it. There is no cap to it. This is insanely broken. The fact that there is not a cap to how much crit damage she can provide to your allies is insane. Now, it says for every 1000 max HP, your allies get a 3% crit damage boost, right? So let's say you have 10,000 HP, right? You multiply that by 3, you pretty much get like a 30%, you get like a 30% crit damage boost. Or let's say you have 20,000 HP on Asti, you get a 60% crit damage boost. You get a 30,000 HP on her, you get a 90% crit damage boost. It's absolutely insane. It's literally crazy, and you can keep going higher and higher and higher and keep getting more HP. It doesn't matter, how much HP you have. You can keep going, and you're still gonna get a huge crit damage boost. Give a huge crit damage boost to your allies for 20 seconds. It's extremely broken. And what makes it even better is the fact that the 20 seconds lasts for a very long time. It lasts for such a long time, which is really, really good. So I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Right now, these are all the like the main characters I'm focusing on right now are Zero. Okay, we did get Zero to level 80, so we did unlock her crit damage boost over here. Let's come back up here. You guys can see for Zero, we did get her talent 4, which gives 20% crit damage boost, which is amazing. So we're cooking with our Zero. And plus, by the way, guys, you want to make sure that you actually level up her skill 2, because when you level up the skill 2, you pretty much increase the amount of attack boost she gives to your allies. Right now it's 31% for me. So you definitely want to level this up for sure. This should be your #1 priority. But you guys can see, like, I'm mostly focusing on units like Zero, Florence, Lychee, Logos, and Azzy. But after Azzy, I'm focusing on Asti next, man. I was gonna focus on Viola next, but I'm focusing on Asti next because her talent 1 is insanely broken, and this is something that you guys just simply cannot pass on. It is so damn good. The fact that there is not a cap to her talent 1, and you can just keep going higher and higher and higher, and you can just provide a huge crit damage boost to your allies. And I can already think of amazing teams you can put Asti in. You can put her in, imagine I put Asti and Zero in the same team, and I have 30,000 HP on my Asti, and therefore I'm going to get like a 90% crit damage boost, and I pair that up with my Zero, who gives a 20% crit damage boost. I'm going to get like 110% crit damage from my allies. You know what I'm saying? It's like, at this point, you don't even have to worry about, putting crit damage for like your ancient mark. Like, it's insane, bro. So I'm definitely going to build her for sure. And the teams that I'm going to use is going to be like Asti. You can put Asti, Zero, Lychee, right? Asti is going to be your healer. Zero is going to be your buffer, right? And then Lychee, main DPS unit, which is good because, since Lychee sacrifices a lot of HP, Asti is going to give him that HP, which is really good, right? Or you can run Florence, right? You can run Florence, Zero, Asti, which would be really nice. Provides heals. Or you can run Florence, Zero, Hefei. Like, there's so many things, so many team comps is absolutely amazing. But honestly, Asti, very underrated unit. And this is a unit that you guys should definitely not pass up on. She is really nice. When we take a look at her weapon, now I will say for her weapon doesn't provide any buffs to your allies, which is unfortunate. Now you guys can see when we take a look at her weapon over here, it says casting skill 1 generates an additional umbrella shadow. The water waves generated by passive skill VIP list deal 10% more damage. I will say the passive for her weapon is pretty dog shit because she's not a DPS unit, so it's really not that good, to be honest. But other than that, you get some HP from her weapon, which is pretty nice. So yeah, let's take a look at her potentials. Let's take a look here. So for P1, I have her at P3, but actually P4. So it says for P1, Asti's all healing effects become 10% more effective. It says applies a healing effect to the entire team that restores 3% of maximum health per second for 20 seconds after triggering the passive skill VIP list. And over here it says increases water damage by 50% for characters affected by the healing effect of the passive skill. This is also going to be very, very good for Ching, because if you guys don't know, Ching is a water unit. So Asti, I think that Asti is going to be best in slot with Ching. I think she is, because she boosts his water damage plus she boosts his crit damage, which is going to be really good for Ching. For her P4, pretty simple there. And then you have that continuous healing effect. You guys can see significantly expands the coverage area of the rain zone generated by passive skill. So hopefully I can max her out. But you guys can see you definitely want to get that P3 right there, because you get that increased water damage boost, which is really good. So overall, this unit is actually really, really nice. Is she on the same level as Zero? Me personally, no. I don't think she's on the same level as Zero, because for Zero, you don't need certain amount of stats in order for you to use her buffs, right? Like, you don't need, let's say 10,000 attack, just so, not 10,000 attack, but 10,000 HP or 20,000 HP so she can provide the attack boost. Like, there's not a requirement in order for Zero to give you buffs. You just put on your team and you're cooking, and you just level her up. Meanwhile, for Asti, it's like, gotta get a lot of HP on a character, and yeah, you're pretty much cooking with her. So the best build will honestly be like, put a bunch of HP on this unit, right? Put a bunch of HP on her, and that's pretty much it. HP, and I think elemental anomaly. I think that's the way with this character. I don't know what the other stat would be, but it's mainly HP. Sure. Like, that's like the number one thing you guys should focus on when you're building this character. So I'm gonna go ahead and build my Asti, because she is gonna take my account to a whole new level. But of course, first I want to focus on leveling up some of these characters here, and then Asti, we're gonna focus on her as well. That's pretty much the plan. And I might choose her weapon. I don't know. I'm still saving the 5-star selection chest, 5-star weapon selection chest for Hefei, because I want to get her weapon. But we'll see. But that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to go ahead and notify you guys and show you guys that Asti is really, really good unit. and I recommend you guys to actually build her because she has, you know, a lot of value because of that talent 1. And if you have her P3, she gives a water damage boost, which is going to be very good for upcoming water DPS characters. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be catch you guys on the next one. Adios.